My name's Stephen Crighton, and you join me and my 7 charges on, what are we on today? Wednesday morning. It's 11 o'clock in Edinburgh, and I thought I'd go live and just show my lovely audience the pack on this beautiful day. It's a bit windy, so hopefully that doesn't detract from what you can see and what you can hear, but without much further ado, you don't want to see me, right? You want to see these guys. And for those that have been following along for the last couple of days, this is Harris, our new dog. He joined us yesterday for our first walk. He was on the Ruby is. Today, I've bitten the bullet. I've taken a chance to see how we get on with him off the lead. So far, so good. So far, so good. You guys can help me out with how you think he's getting on. As soon as we get people on, you can let me know where you're watching from, what you're enjoying seeing, if you like the lives, and so on and so forth. And also about your own dogs, please. I'd like to know about all your own little pups. So let's introduce the pack. So at the back here we've got Barney, and then we've got Ruby the Beagle. We've got Ted, who's the black and white dog. He's a cotton Tatouille. We've got Harris, who's a show cocker, I should say. We've got Rua, who's a cockapoo. We've got Biscuit, who's a border terrier. And we've got Charlie, our West Highland terrier. Hello, boy. How are you doing? Everybody's in good spirits. We've already met a good bunch of dogs already. And the pack seem to be in fairly good spirits, as you would expect them to be. Ruby and Harris just having a bit of a tussle here just now. We always like to encourage them to play and get to know each other, but obviously we would bring it to a stop if it got beyond play and if it turned into something else, which it can regularly do. But what we're looking for with this play is what's happening here just now, which is called a cut-off cue. So that's when the dog is naturally just coming to a close in terms of the play, and then they're reevaluating the situation and seeing, hey, does this dog want to play again? So Harris has gone back to Ruby once or twice there after evaluating what's been going on. And they're both matching each other's energy and mirroring the play. No one's getting too dominant or too boisterous. And there's Harris barking, asking, hey, do you still want to play? Ruby's kind of given up, so Harris has given up, which is quite a nice dynamic between them. So even as a new dog, new to the pack, he's not pushing his luck. He's not taking it too far. He's trying to be friends, but he's not. He's very clued in on what play looks like, and so he's quite happy when it stops and happy for it to go again. So there we go. Charlie, maybe not quite as mature in the sense of how Harris is in terms of learning to play there. Charlie will want to play, but he'll just want to chase and be chased. So the things that are going on here are probably a little bit more advanced, I would say, in terms of how play looks with dogs. Look at this day. Look at this day. It is glorious. Just got someone up ahead here. We're going to veer off to the left a little bit, hopefully take the dogs with us. Harris, this way, buddy. This way. Harris, good boy. Well done, puppy. Oh, don't you two start snarling at each other. Morning. And just keeping out of everyone's way is always a bit of a challenge with so many dogs, and on such nice days like today. But we have so much space, and we've ended up in a lot of thistles here. So welcome to. How do you know you're in Scotland? Tell me you're in Scotland without telling me you're in Scotland, right? All these lovely thistles. Have you ever seen them before? There we go. Ah, someone's joined us. Hello. Is it Causer? Is that what we're saying? Hi, welcome along to the live stream. Welcome along to seeing my dogs. Thank you very much for joining us. I really appreciate it. If you've got any questions about the dogs, please feel free to ask away. I've been on for a few minutes. I'm going to be on for about 10 minutes in total, and just give you guys a flavour for how the dogs are getting on in this heat. and by the time that the 10 minutes is up, the direction we're going should take us down to the river where they can get a little bit of a splash and a little bit of a cool off in the shade. So you've got me for another few minutes. Make the most of it. Say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know which of the dogs is your favourite if you've got one yet. And let me know if you'd like me to see the dogs doing any bits and pieces. I'll maybe give them a biscuit or two in a second, just once we get off this path. And yeah, so a recap. Harris at the front here is on his second day with the pack. The rest of these dogs that I'm walking, the other 6, have been walking with me for at least a year, if not maybe a bit longer. And Biscuit here has been walking with me for almost 6 years, as is Ted, who's at my feet. Good boy, buddy. But yeah, so these guys are quite seasoned at what we do, and then Harris is on his second day charging up ahead there. We're not too worried about that. Daniel Brown, hi, how are you today? New Zealand. Sorry, I'm trying to read this and walk at the same time, and the light is just not great. But how are we doing, Daniel? Oh, thank you for the kind words. Thank you for getting in touch. How's New Zealand? It's your winter, isn't it, just now? It's our summer. And I have to say, I think, having watched the rugby at the weekend, your winter and our summer look pretty similar. But we do have a nice day today, so we're gonna make the most of this. We're gonna make the most of this. Go and have a little swim in the river, and let the dogs stretch their legs in all this lovely open space. So thank you for stopping by. Yeah, so like I've said before, guys, Harris, it's his second day. The rest of the dogs are pretty seasoned at what they're doing. Look at Barney here. Let's get him over. Hey, buddy. You struggling in this heat? You want to say hi to your fans? Hello, boy. Hello. Hello. You're getting a groom next week. That'll help you. Yes, it will. I know. Hey, Biscuit. How you doing, boy? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, thank you, Daniel, for subscribing. I really appreciate that. That's brilliant. I can't actually see that you've done that from the screen that I'm on, but I will take your word for it. And I'm really appreciative of that. That's so good. We'll be going live probably every day this week at the same time, round about the same time, for about 10 minutes. It gives the owners a chance to see how their little pups are getting on. It's a big commitment to allow someone else to look after the dogs. And yeah, so I try to do it to the best of my ability. And I think we do quite a good job, don't we, guys? You seem to always have good fun. Yes, I know. So yeah, I'm just looking for new ways to connect with an audience, and going live was one. So apologies if it's a bit windy and you're not hearing me very well, but this is summer in Edinburgh, right? This is summer in sunny Scotland, so welcome along if you're just joining us. I see there's a few more people on just now. You're joining us for our dog walk. We're on our way down to the river to cool off, because it is a toasty, I think 15 or 16 degrees. So that is tropical when it comes to Scottish weather. And I think Barney needs it the most. He's kind of flagging a little bit, but we're only a few minutes away from the river, so he'll get a nice reprieve when we get down there. And yeah, right. Well, we're about 9 minutes just now. I'm gonna stay on for about 1 more minute. I said I would kind of keep it under 10 each day. So if anyone's got any questions, or you'd like to know anything, even if you're watching this on the repeat, please feel free to drop a comment. I read and respond to everything that is put on the channel. It's just me, myself and I, and the dogs, of course, but I'll get them to respond to you in kind if you have any requests, any close-ups, anything you want to see these dogs do. I'll get them to do it for you. And right on, keep looking at there, Charlie. Live stream on this note. Right, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I really appreciate all the comments.